I want to earn my parents' trust, and I wish the girls would notice me more at school. Turns out there's only certain things in life we can control. That's why every day I clean my room. I want to show the world I can handle a responsibility. I can carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. Clean my soul. Clean my soul.
No. Stop using this voice, please. I'm so sick of seeing it everywhere. I'm so sick of hearing it everywhere. Just... Okay, you know what? Let's just, reel it in, take a pause. Okay. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, right? It's the new spin-off series of the main My Hero Academia. A lot of the popular anime nowadays, I'm starting to, see that they follow a certain kind of pattern. They start off with, oh, wow, this show has a lot of potential. This is pretty cool. And then as the series goes on, it kind of just, stays that way. Never really fully executing that potential in a way that it could, like My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer, or other shows like that. So I saw My Hero Academia Vigilantes, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of interesting. I want to see where this show is going to go and see if it will take that, oh wow, this has a lot of potential stage, to the, oh wow, this is actually a pretty good show stage. Or if it will just stay at having a lot of potential, I haven't caught up to all the aired episodes. And, I watched the sub, I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is nice. Then the dub releases. And then I'm thinking, okay, is this dub voice gonna be a voice that actually fits the character for once? Or is it just gonna be this voice?
Now just calm down. You can tell me about it later.
Okay, no offense to, Clement and all, because that voice actually fits him. But there's just been, time and time again in anime dubbing where casting will just resort to using this kind of voice for their protagonists, and it doesn't fit. I went on to watch the My Hero Academia Vigilantes dub, and this is what, Koichi sounds like.
Wow, there he goes! Seeing him work in person is something else! Oh crap! I'm late for class!
I hate it. I hate when they do that. They just resort to that default kind of voice when it doesn't fit the character. Everybody else's voices are fine, but it's just the protagonist who doesn't fit the character. And a great example of that, Tanjiro. His dub voice doesn't fit at all, while the Japanese voice, it fits him perfectly.
The big cities have come a lot further than I expected. It's nighttime, but it's so bright out.
鱗滝さんを切るつもりで向かっていく。でもバカみたいに強い。
Hinokami Kagura! Flame dance!
And I'm gonna say this again. The dub voice, it doesn't fit him at all. Whereas the Japanese voice, it fits him perfectly. And also, Tanjiro's, dub voice actor, his acting skills are just kind of poor, When he says Hinokami Kagura, it sounds like he actually means that with a passion. But in the dub, when he says it, it just sounds so fake and forced and just, I don't know. Now, how about we move on to an even better example of this terrible voice actor trope, Deku.
Managed to get all of them at once. It took everything I had to keep my composure. It was such a gamble. What if they'd had reserves underwater that we didn't know about? They could have shot us.
You're creeping me out. Stop it.
This is probably one of the worst voices of them all because every time I hear it, I just want to punch it so bad. When I started watching My Hero Academia back in 2019, I did not expect Deku to sound the way he does. And you guys might argue that, the voice fits him perfectly because of his personality. He's a nerdy fanboy. And that makes sense, but here's the thing. Yes, Deku is a huge All Might fanboy. He's a nerd when it comes to heroes and quirks. But, at the same time, he's still a young teenager. And guess what? Newsflash, he doesn't sound like a teenager. His dub voice sounds like a 35-year-old on drugs who's still going through puberty at 35. Because he's on drugs. You know what I'm saying? While as the Japanese voice. Once again, it fits in perfectly. You know, and I think that's really the big issue with all these, like, Clement voices, soft boy voices. They don't sound like teenagers, and the characters are supposed to be teenagers. And I think that's the thing about it that throws me off so hard, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I start watching My Hero Academia, like, the first episode, and I hear Deku's voice, and I'm like, why the actual hell do you sound like Clement from Pokemon XY? Why? Also, sorry that I'm, like, doing this right in the middle of the video, but, yeah. Welcome to my second channel, where I just yap. Literally, that's it. I just yap about random stuff on my mind. And I'm just using this channel just as an outlet to just, speak my mind. That's literally it. And if you want to go check out my main channel, on that channel, I do gaming videos, mostly like indie games and horror games. And then I also make animations. I'm a filmmaker. Now, you guys might be asking, like, why am I doing this of all things as my first video? This is just something that's been on my mind for, like, years and years, and I don't see anybody else talking about it, and I'm just like, it can't be just me, right? It can't be. Yet another good example of this is, Hinata Shoujo from Haikyuu, but I'm not gonna delve into that one too much, because really, the whole bottom line is when you have an anime and you have a protagonist and the time comes for casting, don't just stop using these voices. Stop just resorting to this default Clement type soft boy voice and actually, like, take time to think of and find a voice that actually fits the character, a voice that actually helps and makes the character sound like an actual teenager while still fitting the personality, of course. But just stop using these voices, please. Just stop it. Stop it. Get some help.